Yo, I'm in Pittsburgh with a lot of hoes. Young nigga with a bankroll. This is the Ignant Agenda. I'm your boy, way more fly than you, one you on Instagram. Way more fly than you, two U's on Twitter. To my left, big black nigga with a bald head.
Yes, sir, we back in the building. Lil Dirt 88 on Twitter, Junior Dirt underscore 88 on IG.
What's going on, man?
Chilling.
How you feeling?
I'm straight. What about you?
Yeah, man. Had a great weekend. Another great weekend. Everything seems to we're steadily adjusting to this new lifestyle of social distancing and just congregating amongst others, finding other innovative things to do, and it's getting on my fucking nerves. Okay, I want the world to open back up. I want to go out, have a good time, see some hoes, get some good food. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that right now though. We have to do that in moderation. Very much so. So, we're finding things to do around the house, blow up pools for the kids, sit out on the porch, you know what I'm saying? Phase 10. No,
let's not even talk about phase. No, we don't talk about this shit. I've never played a game so much where I got skipped, but still won. So fuck y'all. Whoever was at the table last night, y'all know who y'all are. Fuck nigga, don't never sit next to nigga in a card game. Cause he would skip your ass and he would try to cheat your ass.
Listen, for those of you who've never played Phase 10, I was opposed to this game so much. I thought it was stupid. They were, when y'all first played it the first time, I was like, what is this dumbass game? I don't want to play this. I want to play regular Uno, you know what I'm saying? And then I gave it a try. And man, I've been hooked ever since. It is a strategy game. It's a game of numbers, and it's just real strategy. Like, you really got to think when you're playing this game. With quarantine and everything going on, everybody losing like social skills, you know what I'm saying, and being able to socialize with people. This is a good game that you can play with other people, and you're conversing, you're using critical thinking skills. It's an all around dope game. So I encourage y'all to play Phase 10, even though Jeff was mad that I was skipping him. But you ended up winning though.
You damn right. I told you God don't like that. But yeah, it's I wouldn't play with no more than 6 people because above 6 it started to get a little hard.
Right.
But yeah, we had a good time last night. Yeah, niggas want to skip me and shit.
It definitely was a good time.
Oh, also don't never ever throw out 2 skips. This ain't Uno.
I made a mistake of throwing out 2 skips. And yeah, I probably shouldn't have did that. That was against the rules.
Should have made you pick up 2.
But yeah, man, like basketball is back as well.
Mm-hmm.
We had a good time, watching the games. LeBron looks like he's back. He's rejuvenated. I think even though the Lakers lost, right?
Yeah, they lost last night.
They lost to the Raptors, so. But LeBron still look good. They coming down hard on Lou Will. You heard the Lou Will situation? First and foremost, I don't like Kendrick Perkins. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Kendrick Perkins, and this is the reason why I don't like Kendrick Perkins. I feel like NBA, NFL, MLB, whatever league that you play in, it's like a fraternity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the guys, you got some guys that are all about the fraternity and the code, and you know what I'm saying, just keeping it 100 with others, and then you got the other niggas. I feel like Kendrick Perkins is one of them other niggas. You know what I'm saying? He didn't respect the code. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you used to be in the league, but it's like he came down on Lou Will for, attending a funeral. So if y'all don't know the story, I think Lou Will got permission to leave the bubble to attend a funeral in Atlanta. I think the funeral was in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's for his grandfather.
Yeah, his grandfather passed away, went to the funeral, went to the repast and everything like that. I guess on the way back from the funeral, he decided to stop through Magic City. For those of you all who don't know or have never been to Magic City, it is amazing, even during quarantine. I've never been, but I know what Magic City looked like on a Monday and on the weekend. I don't remember what day the funeral was on. But any day you can fall through Magic City, you can get some good food, you can get some good adult entertainment. Lou Will was in the building. I think, was it Jack Harlow seen him? Mm-hmm. The little white boy that sang What's Poppin'?
Right.
Rain in the Whip, This Hoppin'. That song. And he took a picture with Lou, because, you know, I guess he was a fan of Lou, and posted it. Of course, it went viral, you know what I'm saying? And people were saying how he left the bubble to go to a strip club and all of this other stuff. Then, shortly thereafter, the stripper who was dancing for him basically said that he didn't tip her or some shit like that, I think it was.
No, he tipped her well.
Okay, he tipped her well.
Mm-hmm.
So, my thing is this. I'm mad at the stripper, and I'm mad at Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins, you understand, you know what I'm saying, what it's like to be in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, players aren't necessarily role models, but they are looked at role models. And for you to be so critical of a star player like Lou Williams, when you weren't even the 8th best player on any of the teams that you ever played on. You know what I'm saying? He probably, I think Perk averaged maybe 8 points a game or something for the.
He was an enforcer.
Yeah, so you know it wasn't
beat niggas up.
Yeah, so it's just like have some you know, it's not respect, but just like you don't have to be. So I know commentators get paid to talk about the game. So talk about the game. Don't talk about all the off-court stuff that's going on. This man, you don't know how close his grandfather was to him. Mm-hmm. You don't know what type of outlet he's. I would rather Lou Will go to a strip club than to be using, you know what I'm saying, heroin or PCP or some other type of outlet, alcohol, to, you know what I'm saying, relieve the stress that he's going through in his life. And all he did was go pick up food from his favorite restaurant. It's not his fault that the women are naked when you walk inside. So that was my 2 cents.
I mean, I can't. It's give and take. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be mindful. Like I've been out to eat a few different times, but you know we eat outside. Mm-hmm. You know, so because you don't want to get sick and then pass it on to somebody else.
Right.
I think the biggest thing is that you just got to be mindful. Like if you're gonna get the 10-piece, you know what I'm saying, go have one of your cousins pick that shit up. Right. Because it's a spotlight on you. You know what I'm saying? You walk through the door, everybody know Lou Will. Like you went to South Gwinnett, like you from Atlanta. Niggas know when you walk through the building. Mm-hmm. So if the 10-piece was that important, niggas then have somebody else go pick that shit up.
Fair.
But also, you know, if you want to have a good time, like, bro, we've been in the house since fucking March. Mm-hmm. Or, you know, maybe in California it's probably been a little longer. But, you know what I'm saying, we've been in the house like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how long he was there, 30 minutes, something like that.
He was there a little minute.
He was there a minute? Okay. Well, shit, bro. I mean, you got to know when to get the fuck out. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I think sometimes you just got to mind your business. And with Kendrick Perkins, I don't really care for his commentator skills, but.
And I'm more mad at the stripper.
Yeah, she got to know when to shut the fuck up.
She got to know when to shut. She go on that list. She on the shut the fuck up list. Right. She right there with Lil Wayne. And who else was on there? There's a few niggas on there a couple episodes ago. I made a shut the fuck up list. Her name is Aries. Mm-hmm. That was the stripper's name. So this bitch runs to the Los Angeles Times. She had I don't know how the Los Angeles Times found out her name and all of this to interview her. But it says, during a conversation with the Los Angeles Times, a Magic City dancer by the name of Aries claims that Lou Will did more than just grab a quick meal. Aries told the Times that after Williams decided to kill time while his food was being prepared by having her perform for him. But in his defense, Aries stated that the personal dance was kept at a 6-foot distance to abide by social distancing rules, and that Williams made it worth her while by tipping her very well. After placing an order with the Magic City Kitchen, the high-scoring Clippers guard ambled around the club, Aries said, and she was one of the few dancers who performed for him, keeping a 6-foot distance. He tipped very well, she said. Hey, Aries, shut the fuck up. You are supposed to dance. You're not supposed to interview and snitch on people, okay? If he tipped you well, that's dope. Keep it to yourself. Why are you interviewing with the Los Angeles Times when he plays for the Clippers? You know that's going to be damn a front page story. You know, like, people just got to be a little bit more smarter than that. I wish he wouldn't have tipped her at all. That's right. And had he knew what was going on, I feel like he wouldn't tip her.
But you got to, oh boy, what's his name, Jack Harlow? Mm-hmm. You got to know, bro, this ain't the right time to be posting the picture. You know what I'm saying? Post the shit after the season.
Well, he a cracker. He don't know no better. At the end of he's a hunky. At the end of the day, he don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? He seen one of his favorite basketball players. He wanted to take a picture. He didn't think about the consequences. That's what happened when You hang around these honkies, man, they don't know.
Got to be cooking in there.
So yeah, it's just, come on, man. You know, so then they made my dog quarantine for what, 14 days, I think?
10.
10.
So you missing 2 games. So I think he comes back sometime this week.
Missed 2 games. It's like, come on, man. You got Lou, you do gotta be a little smarter than that though, too. You gotta understand, like, you are an NBA star.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wherever you go, it's going to be magnified. Especially when you're in a strip club. When we in the middle of a global pandemic and your ass supposed to be at Disney World.
Right.
You in Atlanta, and I get it. You went to the funeral, and that's cool. But you just got to be a little bit smarter than that. Come on, man. And I like you. Did you see what he said about Perk though?
Mm.
Basically, it was a tweet like, you know, Perk always talking shit, this and that. But make sure you have that same energy when I see.
Oh, yeah.
I love shit like that.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And I can't wait till they run into each other to see what's gonna happen. Because I feel like a lot of these commentators, if you're gonna commentate on the game, you should be able to stand on what you say, and the players that you commentate on should be able to react to that. And if it leads to a fight, then damn it, let these niggas fight.
And everybody got their phone. I got to see this shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Perk just got, you know what I'm saying? You got to respect the code. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a commentator. Like, one of my ex-favorite players that, you know, speak about the game is Ryan Clark. You know what I'm saying? He keep it strictly facts.
I like Ryan.
Keep it facts, you know what I'm saying? If you disappointed because he went to a strip club, cool. I don't know exactly what Kendrick Person said, but I don't watch Get Up. I watch, Skip and Shannon on FS1, but you gotta know when to shut it down.
Right.
And that's one of my brothers, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, he fucked up and we just gonna move forward. And you can end it like that. Or I just, on this segment, we ain't gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just bypass me. So, but these niggas be trying to keep a job because they probably got like 5-6 baby mamas.
Did you see Michael Jordan's first contract memorabilia? A copy of it was sold for like $58,000. Damn. So it says, when the pandemic first started, sports was essentially taken away from us in the blink of an eye as a way to help fans cope with unfortunate new reality. ESPN decided to put the production of Michael Jordan's documentary, which was The Last Dance, right? Documentary became a cultural phenomenon, and as it got people excited about MJ again, soon after the conclusion of the documentary, Jordan memorabilia prices began to skyrocket. Ever since, we have seen vintage Jordan pieces sell for insane amount at the auction. According to Darren Rovell, the latest piece of Jordan gear to sell for an obscene price is this photocopy of Michael Jordan's first ever contract with the Bulls. Yes, you read that right. A photocopy of the contract. It wasn't even a real thing. It sold for $57,068.
Niggas got a lot of money to blow. Hey nigga, if you want to waste it, come holler at me.
But you paying for a photocopy. That's the thing. Had it been the real thing, you know what I'm saying?
I'm with it.
Yeah, I'm with it, but I can't pay $57,000 for no copy of that.
Shit, I can get off the internet.
Yeah. And then it's like, are you gonna be the only one with it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna be the only one with it? So that's just crazy.
Yeah, suckers get played every day.
They do. They do. So we on Twitter, we were on Twitter earlier this week, and there was this video circulating about a couple. They were in the kitchen. It was centered around DNA tests. So I guess the guy had gotten it was his girl's birthday. Mm-hmm. She was in the kitchen, I think, washing dishes or something like that. He handed her a gift. The gift was wrapped inside of wrappings. So she was unwrapping it. She finally got to the last one. She's thinking that maybe it's a trip, some tickets, maybe it's bracelet, money, all of these things. It was neither of those. It happened to be a DNA test, and the DNA test revealed that the child that he was under the impression was his was not. Of 3 years, he had been raising a child, and the girl kind of broke down a little bit and was just asking him, "Why are you doing this to me on my birthday?" Blah blah blah. And the guy ended the video basically saying, "Y'all gotta get the fuck out of my house." I want your opinion on, do you think that this gentleman handled this situation correctly or not?
I think I don't want to say extreme, but I do want to. At the end of the day, that baby's still yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, you raised 3 years, you know what I'm saying, that baby's yours, so take care of the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you and the mom, yeah, you know, whatever, however you feel towards her, you can't forgive her, whatever the case may be, then, you know, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I listen to key shit. He said, get the fuck out of my house.
Right.
So it could be a position where he's paying all the bills,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, he's taking care of the family, and you disrupt our household for one night of pleasure or whatever the case may have been.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really blame him for that. But I think with the kid, like, you don't put the baby out. You know what I'm saying? Just, yeah.
I'm just listening, bro. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the baby around, you know, because she's, you know, you got to have a certain amount of love for the kid.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough situation, man. I know we all handle shit differently, but that shit hard.
So, I think he's absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's a situation where you don't plan on being with this woman anymore, man, fuck that kid. I'm just keeping it real with you. Fuck that kid, because it's your fault why this is how it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm under the impression that I have a child with you.
Right.
You've been living in this lie for 3 years. And had I not had the suspicion that I had and went and got a DNA test, I probably would be living in this lie for far longer, 18, 17, 18 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, I don't feel you would have ever told me had I not found out. And because of that, you are a liar.
Mm-hmm.
And you are a deceitful person. And whatever happens to you after this is not my problem anymore, because had you been honest and said, hey, I have some suspicion of whether or not this child is yours, we could have did a DNA test. We could have handled it a little bit differently to the point where maybe I would stay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm mature enough or have grown enough to, you know what I'm saying, be with you after you've caused this type of pain to me. But if you was just gonna go on and live with this lie that this child is not mine, you know what I'm saying, and in hopes that, you know, you could get yourself in a position to where whenever that day does come and you get kicked out, you're on your feet. Like, to me, she was just gonna live in this lie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made it bad. So my thing is, it's not my responsibility to care for your child.
Mm-hmm.
That's your child now. It's not our child anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that 3 years is a long time, but 3 years is also 3 years old. Shorty will be all right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I was around for 3 years and then I just stopped coming around, or I'll never see you again. You got a whole lifetime ahead of you to forget that. You might not even remember my name 6 months from now if I'm not coming around like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my belief. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, he handled it the best way he could, you know, and it's unfortunate that a lot of people were taking the woman's side, which often happens a lot. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
You know, she was wrong. She lied. She put herself in a position to have a baby outside of the guy that she was with, and now he's supposed to have sympathy for her because it's a child involved. Man, fuck that kid.
I agree with that. And I agree with you. And, you know, I guess I can, you know, understand it to the situation. But it just brings up a lot of questions. You know, are you supposed to have a DNA test at the hospital? You know what I'm saying? Are you know what I'm saying? What are going through women's minds? You know that the guy you with is a really good guy, but you want to go fuck around or do some shit or, you know, get drunk or, you know, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Now you don't want that guy in your life. You want the original guy in your life. You know what I'm saying? So, and how long, like you said, how long were you going to live with this life? How long? Because now you got to start looking at shit that's going on nowadays, like underlying issues.
Yep.
What the kid develops, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Diabetes or, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, heart condition or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But your main guy doesn't have those, you know, those qualifications.
Right.
Now you got to go present to another gentleman that this is your kid and we're going through this issue. And then now you got to explain to the kid, hey, mommy fucked up. So eventually you got to tell him. Yep. So, and that's when a lot of shit get, you know, it gets murky. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause what if the other guy, the side nigga have a kid and their kids introduced to each other? You know what I'm saying? Now
That's a lot. It's a lot, man.
So
it's a lot. Like you know, like don't do that. Like had the shoe been the other foot. Like guys hide families all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They hide other kids. They hide other relationships. They hide engagements. They hide. So when it's the guy's turn to do that, and they get all the backlash from the women, I'm okay with that.
Right.
I'm perfectly fine with that because he shouldn't have been doing that shit. I think it was I was seeing a baby shower or something like that. It was a video. And the dude had 2 girls pregnant at the same time.
And she rolled up.
And one of the pregnant women rolled up on him
mm-hmm.
and like was wrecking the baby shower. Look, she deserves to do whatever she wanted to do in that time because he was dishonest to both of these women.
Right.
I'm okay with that. But when the tables turn, best believe I'm gonna have the same energy because you know what I'm saying. She stepped out and she created a child outside of this man's knowing,
mm-hmm.
and then tricked him into believing that it was his. Like these are intimate moments you spending with a child.
Right.
First day of school, you know what I'm saying? First day of daycare, first pamper you changing, you know what I'm saying? First bottle you make or whatever, all of this, you get attached to kids. Like you're that's emotionally abusive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For you to live on and make this man believe that he's, you know, fathering a child that isn't biologically his, that's wrong.
Right. Yeah,
So,
you can't pick and choose.
Yeah.
Like, you can't pick and choose like, oh, this guy says good, but the other guy meets all the other qualities.
Right.
You can't pick and choose like we can't pick and choose. You know, real men.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the other girl ass fatter than yours doesn't mean I need to step out and, you know what I'm saying, and cause harm or, you know, like you said, a mental breakdown because I want to step out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got to be man enough to be like, no, that's not what I need right now. I got everything I need at home.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you got to be mindful. None of us, nobody's perfect. Nobody's going to present to you everything that you want and need as far as in a relationship or physically, emotionally, you know. Just find somebody, if you're with somebody that's rock steady, you might want to just you know.
Stick it out.
Right. Drop the anchor.
Or y'all just part ways. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do what y'all need to do in terms of, you know, separating, but like don't go out and do that.
Right.
You know, don't go out and do that.
Yeah, but as far as with the child, the only reason I say he was a little savage because you have developed those moments. Like you said, you done changed the diaper, you done took him to school, you the videos with y'all laughing and laying in the bed together. Like that shit hard. And I know that nigga was heartbroken.
Yep.
Because I was spending all these moments with the child
Right.
and other niggas just living life carefree. Like missing out on shit. But you know, as a parent, you miss out on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You can't always go to the birthday parties, or you can't always go hang out with the fellas and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you're gonna be in the ER because the baby got a fever.
Yeah.
And that's the shit that you really got to look at.
Right. So it's fucked up, man. I was also. You been watching Marriage Boot Camp? You seen?
Yeah, man.
You seen the Vado situation? Okay. TV, they really be fucking with people's heads.
They do.
So, the first clip we seen, if y'all don't watch Marriage Boot Camp, we talking about the Vado and Tahiri situation. So if you don't watch the show, or if you never watched that episode, they painted the picture that Vado was this, quick-tempered, physically abusive man that just jumped on Tahiri and tried to choke the shit out of her. But if you watch the episode, the task that they were under was each of them had to wear a bracelet that there was a remote control to it, and you can shock the other person when they do things that was on this list that they normally do, but they don't know they do. So the object of the scenario was each person had some things on the list of the other person that they do that you want them to change. But the other person doesn't know what's on the list. So every time you do it, you press the button and they get shocked with the little shit or whatever. So Vado and Tahiri, they arguing, going back and forth about, you know what I'm saying, each other's issues that's on that card. They both buzzing each other, being petty and doing petty shit like that. Tahiri gets upset, throws an apple in the man's face, like launches the shit. Two of them, like boom, boom. So when I seen that, I was like, oh, that's why he choked the shit out of her. It wasn't just no out the blue, he just got mad because she said some shit. The scene before you seen him jump on her, she threw 2 apples at him and he didn't do anything to her.
Right.
And I don't know if y'all niggas ever got hit with an apple. I have. That shit don't feel good. That shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? And she hit him in the face. It wasn't like she hit him like on the arm or some shit like that. She hit him dead in the face. Both apples.
Right.
So the next scene, they are, you know, you thinking everything is okay because Votto didn't really react when he got hit with the apple.
He did.
They get to the fucking next scene. They sit. I think this is the first time they sit next to each other since she threw the apples at him. They wasn't sitting down no longer than 5 minutes. This nigga jumped on this bitch trying to choke the shit out of her. And to be perfectly honest with you, I feel him. I'm sorry. Don't hit me with no fucking apple and think that shit is just gonna be okay. Yes, he was wrong for putting his hands on a woman. She was wrong first for hitting and initiating physical contact with the object that could have hurt him.
Thanks.
No, he shouldn't have put his hands on her, but I understand why he did. That's all I'm saying.
So let's go back a little further in the episode. Like they had dinner after everybody got their bracelets.
Yep.
And they were sitting down talking. So she gets up and leave. So, and I can't remember. I know yelling was on her list.
Yep.
Diverting from conversation.
Shutting down or something like that. Yep.
Conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And it was something else. So she ended up walking away in the conversation. So the nigga could have just been buzzing her because she wasn't following the rules.
And she took it off. That's when she took the
She took it off, right. So now you already broke, you know what I'm saying? You broke the exercise.
Yep.
So clearly you're not even involved in what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the second time she called the nigga broke. Because she said, I pay all the bills in the fucking house.
You don't pay no bills in the house.
So and you remember like in episode 2 or 3, she got on when they was doing their confessional. It was like, you one of the brokest niggas I've been with.
I haven't talked to.
Right.
That hurt me.
Right. Because a lot of men, and Sierra made a good point, a lot of men, our egos are structured by our finances.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be able to take care of our women and, you know, provide y'all with certain shit.
Correct.
So, bitch, this is the second time you done talk shit about me. You walked away from my conversation. And you hit me with 2 apples?
You hit me with 2 apples.
Yeah.
I'm finished. I'm jumping on you. Man, that nigga jumped on her. Oh, man. He tried to choke the shit out of her. And I'm like, and then they actually, you know, they walked him off. And my issue is, they never said nothing to her.
Mm-hmm. Whole day.
They never said nothing to her. They, you know, they preaching, oh, we will not put our hands on each other. But y'all never said nothing to Yuri for her throwing the apples at him.
The game ain't fair.
It's not, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't do whatever you want to do to people and then control how they react to it.
Right.
She hit him with apples. He reacted just how I would have imagined him to.
See, and you brought up a good point. Like, because, you know, black women don't feel protected. I've been hearing this shit for the last 2 months.
Yep.
But y'all didn't, nobody protected Votto.
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? None of the women said, hey, Terry, stop throwing apples.
She was the aggressor.
Right. So let's keep this shit fair. Let's keep it 100.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if y'all want niggas to stand up, because if I was in the room, I'd probably be like, hey, Votto, chill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't got to put your hands on her. But it happened so fast, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody sitting down. I think Hazel E was sitting on top of her man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like he could have just rose up. You know what I'm saying? Corrupt already got his issue. That nigga funny though.
Yes. That nigga remind me of my uncle, bro.
Right. And then Phaedra, old boy, he's soft to me. He's very soft spoken. Mm-hmm. So it's not like you in a room full of niggas that's gonna, you know, that'll with the shit. But at the end of the day, let's keep it a buck. If y'all want us to protect Tahiri from Votto, then the women should have protected Votto from Tahiri when she was throwing the apples and he was trying to have a conversation with her.
That shit hurt, boy.
Don't bring that shit up into my face.
You get hit with an apple or orange.
Right.
Orange hurt too.
Pear.
Or pear.
Grapefruit.
Fucking tangerine. No, that shit hurt, man. She hit him in the face. He ain't had no glasses on or nothing. Mm-hmm. She hit him dead in the face with 2 apples. Like, nah, man. Fuck that. Fuck protecting black women, all that other shit. Keep your hands, feet, and all other objects to yourself.
Right.
That's like rule number 1 in every damn classroom across the United States of America. Keep your hands, feet, and all other objects to yourself. If you don't know how to process your anger, I prefer you walk away.
Right.
I can deal with you walking away and then giving you some time to cool down. Mm-hmm. But once you make it physical, it's unfair because now I'm looked at as a monster because I'm only reacting to your physical abuse towards me.
Right.
And that's not fair because you were the aggressor. So women, keep your fucking hands to yourself. You could, you know, even and then keep your shit talking to a minimum too because there are words hurt as well. Mm-hmm. And a lot of women they, you know, they try to provoke using things that they know will hurt their man's feelings, and then these are some things that you can't take back. Like these, you know,
You on camera.
You on camera, dog.
You on camera, like, and also in the beginning, like the beginning of the episode, it was y'all locked in y'all room. It was kind of like, damn, what's the shit called?
Oh, it was an escape room.
Escape room, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Willie and I can't remember, Shonda.
I think that's her name.
Yeah, they were locked in. They got out, and she was saying some disrespectful shit.
Yeah.
So the nigga just got up and walked away. You know what I'm saying? Like what you was just saying. And let's have a conversation about how you feel, how I feel, and we can move past it.
Yeah.
Because she keeps saying, "Oh, you cheated on me, bitch. You cheated too."
Yeah.
Let's not bypass this shit.
Right.
Y'all can't have y'all cake and eat the motherfucker too.
Yeah.
If you want to keep it a buck, let's keep it a buck. Let's talk about this shit. Put it on the table, and we can move forward.
But I do, in keeping with that same conversation, I don't like how Willie tries to dismiss the fact that he cheated a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? He they found out it was like 12 girls.
Mm-hmm.
So you cheated 12 times to her one.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to make it seem like her one is just as bad as your 12,
right.
which is unfair. But they're both wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, well, Willie, you need to take accountability for the 12 plus or whatever, however many girls you've been with, you know what I'm saying? And just address that issue there, because you're never going to get your relationship back doing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, you cheated too. Yeah, they got cheated once.
Right.
Because you cheated.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I just wanted to step out and cheat on you. I cheated because you were cheating on me multiple and over and over and over and over again.
Right.
So fuck that. I'm not gonna be a fool. I'm gonna cheat on your ass too.
Right.
That's where they are, and they gotta stop that. They gotta stop that. Yeah. And he needs to be the person to get his relationship back.
Yeah, but I tweeted, I said, well, you gotta man up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be honest. She asked you how many. If it's 12, then nigga, let it be 12. 12. Let her forgive you. Let her process it first, and then let her forgive you. And then once she forgives him, she needs to move past everything that they did. Like y'all starting from the start line again. Right. So no, it don't matter how long y'all been married.
Yeah, man. That's funny. So I
really like this season. Because these niggas is fucked up.
Yeah, they is. Corrupt is leading the pack.
Right. That nigga up there with, what's the old boy from Love and Hip Hop? What's the light skinned nigga?
Oh, man, Corrupt fucked up.
I can't remember his name, bro. The light skinned nigga, I can't remember his name.
From Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah, from New York. Damn. He was married to an old girl from London, or she was old from England or some shit.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop like that.
But that nigga toxic as fuck.
Did you see Snoop was on the Breakfast Club, and they asked him about, you know, has he been seeing Corrupt on, and he said he really can't watch it because it's sad watching his family member go through this when they've been trying to get him to get help. He said he said they've been trying to get, you know, but you can only help, you like a lot of people, you only can help yourself. You only can help those who want to help themselves, I should say. And he was just saying, man, we've been trying to get cuz help for a long time. And he said, I'm happy that it's finally working, but this has been behavior that has been going on. Right. So, yeah, that's it's a sad situation to be in, especially when you can relate. You have a family member that struggle with the same, you know, issues that Corrupt struggles with. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, that shit is unfortunate. You usually gotta Peter Guns. I couldn't remember the nigga name.
Oh,
that nigga fucked up. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I couldn't, you know, seeing like somebody like you or my brother, you know what I'm saying, where you try to reach out over and over again, and then now all of a sudden, because his wife fed up. I for the life of me, I don't know why this woman.
Somebody Asian lady. Yeah, and they just girlfriend and boyfriend too.
I thought they was married.
No, they're not married.
Damn. Yeah.
She been leave.
Yeah.
She's gonna leave. She look like she tired.
She every time she look at him, it looks like she sees disgust.
Yes.
Like this nigga is trash.
And that's no way to live. You know what I'm saying? That's no way to be in a relationship. She just looked miserable. Every episode, she hasn't smiled yet.
She smiled. The first, I said that the first time she smiled was when they put the thing around her arm, because she knows she a little toxic too, but she fed up. Yeah. So you know that's the first time I seen her smile. We in like episode 5 or 6.
Right. That's crazy. And I'm tired of Phaedra fake ass. Man, Phaedra's so phony. Bro. Listen. She get on my fucking nerves.
You gotta just want to say that.
Phaedra she just one of them women that just like she just put on. Like that's not who she really is. I don't like that. I don't like that shit, man.
I think old boy out too. Like, I'd be shocked if niggas stay with her.
Me too. You gotta deal with all that shit. And you ain't getting no poontang?
Right.
Shit. Whatever.
I'll let you. I'm about to clear it.
Man, no, man. We not doing all of that. We not acting like boyfriend and girlfriend. And then, you know what I'm saying, when it's time for us to connect on the physical level, you talking about I gotta put in some more work. Nah, you put in that shit yourself. You gone. I'm out.
The nigga did the exercise by himself.
Right.
The bitch laid down and took a nap.
She laid down the whole time. Like, she has a lot of issues that they not addressing. They need to get into her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think she walks around and she feels like she's the prize, which, yeah, you're the woman or whatever, and that's cool. But at the same token, you're in a relationship. It takes two to be in a relationship, and it don't even look like she's trying. At all. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Horny thread time. You horny motherfuckers.
It's the nasty time.
Oh, man. It was a picture of a girl. It was a video. She had on like an orange dress.
She definitely got a wagon.
She got a wagon. I love girl farts. Tweeted. I'll pay you $50 to fart in that dress and send me the video. No cap. DM me. This nigga's dead.
Oh man.
Oh man. At DOH game, Dodo game says hey with the heart eye emoji. Another nigga tweeted, I sucked the last dick that fucked her.
Oh, that nigga's gay.
Wow.
Extremely gay.
Yep. Entering the horny thread, none other than myself.
2-time loose.
I don't know what I was on, but I seen Latoya Luckett on TV. My God, that is one beautiful woman. Okay, I say this all the time. Way more fly than you tweets. If Latoya Luckett ever want to pee on me, ... I didn't say nothing though. All I'm just saying is if she ever had the, if she wanted to.
You dead?
That's not something I might turn down.
You nasty. Y'all niggas is nasty.
At 093 Shaquille tweeted, if Cash Doll DM me back, I'm eating her booty 7 days a week with no complaining. And then he followed up with the LeBron tweet from the 2016 season. When we went to the finals. Oh man, that's funny.
Bro, what's wrong with
at Dane Gretzky tweeted, Tracy Ellis Ross, I drink your bath water with permission. Yeah. And I think Tuco been in here a couple times. Tuco F Baby tweeted, what is this lady's name? Jiggy J? JIGGY2 tweeted, titties that hang, greater than a sign. And she has a picture, of course, her breasts are out and they're looking lovely. Tuco F Baby tweeted, fall in your mouth when she riding, my pastor. Your pastor didn't say that, sir. That was you. That was you, man. Oh, man, yes. Horny niggas everywhere in the world. Ladies, be careful. These niggas are horny. And they are looking to destruct.
Extremely. Y'all niggas is crazy.
Oh, man. All right, bro. So today we was talking what we decided we was going to go with today, man.
Pull up my notes. Women suggesting that you stop fucking other women in the talking stage.
Okay.
I've been told this on 2 or 3 different occasions. And you want to know what I did?
What did you do?
I kept fucking.
All right, so here's basically what we're saying is, you meet a young lady and you all are interested in one another, you know what I'm saying? And as things progress, you want, feelings get involved, I should say. Mm-hmm. So as they progress, feelings get involved and, everybody, you kind of want this person to yourself. Mm-hmm. But you're not ready to be in a committed relationship. So you all kind of have discussions around exclusivity. So the topic of this conversation came up because I was speaking with a friend of mine, and me and this young lady, we had dealings in the past, and she basically was saying, you know, when we were talking, although we were just talking and we had, you know, we did, you know what I'm saying, connect physically, she expected that after a couple of months or so often that I would just stop fucking other women because I was fucking her. And in my personal opinion, I don't believe that is realistic because the conversation never was had. Mm-hmm. I feel like you have to communicate to people when you want it to be exclusive. Otherwise, people are going to use the rope that you give them, you know what I'm saying, to hang themselves, you know, in essence. So my thing was, well, we never had a conversation about me stop fucking other women, so how could you assume that I was just going to do that all because you and I had sex? I don't think that that's fair to anybody. I don't think that's fair to you, primarily because, of course, your feelings are involved. You know what I'm saying? And you see qualities in a certain someone that you don't really want them to share with other women. So you want them to stop fucking those girls so that you and him can connect and get closer, which is a fair request. But you have to make the request known. You can't just assume that that is what should take place.
Right. And see, and I heard bits and pieces of this conversation. She lived in a whole other city.
She did. It was a long distance situation.
Right. So that's really unfair. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have no desire for us to live in the same city. You know what I'm saying? Like you can come occasionally and we can kick it. Yeah. Cool. But at the end of the day, if you have no desire to be here and I have no desire to move where you're living at, and long term is really, really not gonna work. I know we may have love for each other, but that shit ain't really gonna work. Right. Cause I gotta get my rocks off eventually.
Yes, and also it's not really just about getting your rocks off because, like, I believe between the two of us we enjoy intimacy. You know what I'm saying? We enjoy spending time with the person that we with. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's y'all just sitting down watching a TV show together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all giving each other massages, rubbing feet, whatever the case is. You want to be able to do that with your person. Right. And if you can't do that with your person, you're going to look for a person to do that with elsewhere. Right. That is a little bit more local. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, although in theory it does sound like something that should take place, and I understand, I would never dismiss, you know, the feelings of somebody saying, hey, listen, I don't want you fucking other girls. I don't. Okay, cool. Well, here's my dilemma. I am not ready to be in a relationship. You and I had sex, yes. However, you asking me not to fuck other women is essentially you asking me to be exclusive with you, which is essentially a relationship. Right. So either we're going to be in a relationship or we're not going to be in one. And everybody just gonna have to compress their feelings or suppress their feelings until we get to that point. And I don't think, this is just my personal opinion, I think men can suppress their feelings far longer in a physical situation with feelings than women can. Right.
And we have the isolated incidents where women they can be savages. But for the most part, they don't have the emotional capability to take the physical out of the, you know, whatever we got going on.
Pussy is tied directly to women's hearts.
So straight, yes, and then straight to the mouth.
And purses. But I think it goes to the heart first. Right. And then it travel back down to the purse.
And then it shoots back up irrationally.
Right, into the brain. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? This individual, and I think it's safe for me to say this, like, in terms of qualities that this person had, she had all the great qualities. Every quality that you would want in a woman, you know what I'm saying, hardworking, educated, you know, beautiful, determined, you know what I'm saying, she was, she pretty much had her shit in order, you know what I'm saying. It was the distance thing that was, and when I say distance, I'm talking 2 time zones.
Yeah, you can't drive.
It's not a close drive, but it's nowhere. She wasn't living anywhere that you could even remotely try to make it work. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a situation that she wanted to be in Atlanta, although she did have a lot of family in Atlanta. Atlanta was not one of the places that she chose to reside to begin, you know what I'm saying, her journey and starting a family and so on and so forth. So we really was just in a dilemma of, all right, well, shit, I ain't moving there ever.
Right.
They ain't shit over there for me. And you got a reason to be here, but you don't want to be here.
Right. And
I can't stop you from wanting to live where you want to live. But now we're in a place where it's like, well, what are we doing? I'm not finna be faithful to somebody that live 2 time zones away. For what reason?
You gotta be a special individual.
You gotta be Mary Magdalene. Yeah. Yeah, man.
And you know, my few situations is, you know, I was definitely had my cake and eat it too. I was able to sleep, you know, who I'm, protecting myself, but also reaping the benefits of, hey, you hungry, you know, grandma cook.
Yep.
Shit. Okay, so I'm gonna get some pussy every day.
Hey, come on.
So
come on.
You know, so you already putting it out there as if niggas gonna ride the wave as long as
we're gonna do whatever y'all allow us to do.
So and she allowed me to reap the benefits without putting any kind of title or anything on it.
Okay.
So yeah, nigga, I'm gonna ride this wave until the fucking wheels fall off.
Absolutely.
Until you require, and then, like you said, the conversation wasn't had until I was already dealing with somebody else that seemed better fit for what I had going on.
Right.
You know, it's just we were just having fun. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you're gonna be in a situation like that, you definitely gotta express yourself.
Yeah.
Man or woman. If you see something bigger long term, then hey, I want this, and until I get this, we ain't having sex, or we not doing none of this shit until you figure out what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
And at that point in time, all I can do is respect what you just said. But if you're gonna let me continue to do what I've been doing, I'm gonna keep doing the shit. If I pull up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you let a nigga in, guess what the fuck I'm gonna do?
I'm coming.
Right.
Literally.
It ain't shit open at 3 o'clock in the morning besides legs and Waffle House.
I'm telling you, and Steak and Shake.
Right.
But I think on the flip side of that too, men have to know when to not agree to that situation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times what we'll do is a girl presents a proposition. Hey, listen, I'm feeling you. This is what I want. You know what I'm saying? And in an effort not to lose the woman, dudes sign up for these situations that they know they're not ready for. Don't sign up for an exclusive situationship when you know you're going to want to be out here fucking on some hoes.
Right.
Just say, you just got to bite the bullet and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Are you willing to lose this person that you think is so great? You know what I'm saying? If she got all the qualities, she check off all your boxes or whatever, but you just still in a place where you want to physically just be out here having fun, that is your decision, but also understand that she's making a decision on her behalf as well.
Okay.
And don't sign up for no shit that you know you can't do. That's similar to these niggas that be out here buying these hoes flowers every week. If you know you can't, well, first of all, you ain't bought flowers every week consistently.
I bought flowers consistently for like 6 weeks.
That's 6 weeks. We're talking about you're setting an expectation that you can maintain for the life of the relationship.
Facts.
So my thing is, okay, if you know what I'm saying, you can't buy flowers on every Tuesday. Every Tuesday. This is the expectation that you're setting. She's gonna be looking for these flowers every Tuesday. If you know you can't do that, don't start that.
Yeah,
just make it sporadic. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, boom, hey, thought about you, just picked up some flowers and made me think about you. You'll get far more points doing the sporadic shit than you will if you try to start up some shit and then it becomes a routine and then you fall off. Now she looking at you like, oh damn, where my flowers at?
You must be sending it to another bitch.
Or you know what I'm saying? Like you acting funny now. I can't get my and then they know the weeks they ain't getting the flowers. Oh, they been counting.
Oh,
okay.
For sure.
Shit, and another thing, motherfucker, I ain't got flowers in 3 weeks.
Right.
Well shit, how you keeping up with it? I didn't even know how many weeks it was.
Take my debit card.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Don't sign up for these situations that you know that you can't maintain. Just say, you either gotta do A sign up for it and be committed to it, or B, just be upfront with her. Like, listen, I'm not ready to stop having the fun that I'm having. I don't want to lose you as a person in my life, but if that means we got to stop having sex, then we just got to stop having sex.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of dudes, I don't think they honest enough with themselves to have that conversation. And I also think that they think that having that conversation will result in them losing the girl that they really want.
Mm-hmm. So, how, the stage that you're in right now, how would you answer that question?
Me? Right now?
Yeah.
No, we ain't doing that. Sorry.
You gotta drop you.
I'm not saying I don't want you in my life, but what I am saying is I know for a fact. Okay, let me rephrase. Where does this person live?
They all in the same city.
Are we in the same city?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think I could. Not right now. I just feel like I enjoy the freedom of what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I enjoy not having to answer to anybody. I enjoy being able to leave my house, come and go as I please. I don't really have to tell people where I'm going or where I've been or what I'm doing. That feels liberating to me because I never really had that since I've been in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. I've always been in a relationship or, you know what I'm saying, a situation. So it's like now I have a freedom that I've been trying to see whether or not I will enjoy. And right now I'm enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? I have my moments where, you know, you want something a little bit more serious, but then you think about all the things that come with that.
A lot comes with it.
A lot comes with it.
Being in a relationship, being married.
Yep. A lot of sacrifice, a lot of compromise, a lot of work needs to be done. And I don't believe that I'm ready to put that work in on a consistent basis right now. I'm just being completely honest. So I would probably be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You want us to cut off the cookie? I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I am. If we can still converse and see, but the thing is, once you cut that off, I'm okay with continuing conversing how we've been conversing. Things often change though once that happens because that physical aspect isn't there anymore. A lot of the conversations that you have with women, some of them lead to sex. You know, you flirting, you know what I'm saying? You sexting, you're sending pictures, you're sending videos, you're doing all of this great shit. Both of y'all done worked up your cabooses. Now you ready to get this train moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So once that happens, it's just like, well, damn, what do we even? It makes now the conversation kind of be a little boring.
They do, because now it's just, hey, how you doing? How the kids?
Which hours your day?
So, and I agree with you because I've had that certain amount of freedom where I didn't have to answer nobody. If I want to leave and go fucking get something to eat at midnight, then that's the fuck I can do it.
Yes.
So, and with this particular person, like I eventually had to cut it off and be like, hey, you know, you're too emotionally tied to what I have going on right now, and I'm not going to be the person that you need me to be. So, you know, conversation fell off. And then she hit you with, you know, it goes back to sex. Hey, can I get the dick one more time? Well, motherfucker, what you want me to do? Like, yeah, I can supply it, but are you going to go back to being that? You like you said, it go from the pussy to the heart.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no in between, especially with that particular person. It wasn't no in between. It was strictly tied to you feel a certain way about me. Now you want this, but I'm not ready to give you that.
Yeah.
Or I don't think you're the right person. I think we're just better off being friends.
How do you respond to that? Like what you just said, can I get a dick one last time? I've been used for dick before. And I can be honest in saying that there were times where it didn't matter to me because I didn't too much care for the girl like that, but I did enjoy having sex with them. And then there were times where I enjoyed having sex with the girl and I was a little bit emotionally tied to them. So when it became just strictly sex, it was like, damn, so you just gonna leave, bro? Like, I was gonna watch TV or something.
Right. She put her parents back on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like she was dressed with a quick, like this, literally what she came over for, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? And I only have myself to blame because I signed up for that. You know, but I just wanted to know, like, how does that, have you been in that situation and how did that make you feel?
I just had I think I cared about her too much to know that I wasn't, and I think I was already dealing, you know, kind of getting back with the person I'm with now. Just, hey, I think we just better friends. Let's not do this. You know what I'm saying? It's already a little murky that we already having a conversation. So let's just keep it, let's keep it on a friendship level. We both got kids. Hey, how your kids doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep it cordial. I can't, right now, no. We don't need to move forward. We tried it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep it where it is right now. So I think she probably pissed at me. But it's cool.
I mean,
it is what it is.
That's how the world rotates, man. And sometimes you're not gonna be able to please everybody. And you gotta make decisions based on what's best for you.
Right. And you gonna hurt somebody.
Somebody gonna get hurt.
Whether it's the man or the woman, somebody's gonna get hurt because they looking for something more. There's literally nothing behind that door. It don't matter how many times you walk through that motherfucker. It's gonna be empty every time you go through that door.
Yep.
And people gotta understand that.
Man. So yeah, that was the conversation that was had that sparked this idea to have this episode was pretty interesting because you got to hear, a lot of the conversation.
She was free, dog. Like, I wouldn't I've heard about her, but and then because we came over here on some random shit.
Yeah.
And so for her to talk as freely as she was, like, I think you have to appreciate the honesty.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. She's always been a person that the conversations that we've had have always been let everything out. Whatever it is, like right now she's in a relationship. So we still converse about her relationship. There are things that she's going through with the guy that she's with. And she still calls me for certain advice. Like, that's truly my friend. You know what I'm saying? And although, we were physical at one point in time, like, there are certain relationships that I've had with people to where I feel like you're always going to have a special place in my heart, but I can still talk to you on an objective level to figure out what's the best move for you to make so that you can be okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because these are my friends first. You know what I'm saying? We develop a friendship first. So she's still like, they you know what I'm saying? She going through the shit that she's going through with her dude or whatever. And I just be listening, just like, damn, like, it's really niggas out here they don't think like us, or they don't think like, most men that are around us. And some of the shit I be hearing that he be doing, I'm just like, I probably wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I probably would. Knowing what I know now, like all of the shit that I've been through in my life, you know what I'm saying? Knowing what I know now, I definitely would handle a lot of different situations differently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I be listening to her talk about her and the dude, and I'm just like, damn, like, he kind of fucking up a little bit.
And I think with us, because we're kind of somewhere in the middle, we know niggas that we seen niggas do right, and then we hear the ain't shit niggas, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's our homeboys or just some nigga we hear in passing. And it's funny because we was on the way home one day and see her, she talked to her mom a lot more now. And her pops was in the room when they was on the phone. And, we've been ups and downs and twists and turns and shit like that. And they was like, why don't you just make it work? Because there ain't really nothing out here.
It damn sure ain't.
So it kind of puts things in perspective when you speak to somebody, whether it's a parent or, like you said, a homegirl or somebody like that, and they be like, I'm going through X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And you be like, damn, like that's some freshman in college type shit.
Right.
And, you just gotta, sometimes you gotta be grateful for what you have, whether it's a friendship or, a relationship. Just understand that it's somebody that's going through some way worse shit than what we going through right now.
Right. Man, it's like, fellas, I think in conclusion of this entire scenario, you first have to be honest with yourself before you can be honest with a woman or somebody else that you're dealing with. Like, my thing is, if you know that you want to be out here fucking hoes, just do that. Protect yourself first and foremost. But if that's your thing, that's what you want to do, don't let nobody make you feel like, that's immature or whatever. Like, that's you living your life, because when the shoe is on the other foot and these hoes is on all these boats and yachts and they living their best life and they in a bikini every Saturday twerking and posting it on things, that's what they want to do. That's their lifestyle that they want to live, and they should be able to live judge free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And although I do have some choice words for some of those women, Because some of those women I'm attracted to, and I want you to get off the fucking boat so I can love you.
Right.
But no, I'm playing, I'm joking. But
Come back.
but at the end of the day, that's what they want to do. So if that's what you want to do, just be honest about it. And a lot of these hoes will still fuck you knowing that you got a lot of hoes. That happens. It happens far more than people like to admit. If you're completely honest with a woman and she knows, and because women know the guys that are popular. Mm-hmm. Women know the guys that are attractive. Women know the guys that other girls like because they are in some of the circles with these hoes. Not saying that they friends, but women talk. Mm-hmm. So you may have one group of friends over here, but one of them may be friends with another group over here.
Right.
She talked to this girl over here, and now your name in both circles.
Oh yeah, I know that nigga Nick.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you be honest with yourself first, so that you can be honest with other people. And once you're honest with other people, the respect level in terms of a woman respecting you will skyrocket because she'll be like, man, that nigga a hoe, but he always keep it real.
He an honest hoe.
He an honest. I get that shit all the time. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You honest. Like I've never talked to a guy that's honest as you. Sometimes you just gotta tell them, yeah, like yes, you're not the only girl I'm fucking. Mm-hmm. You're not. You know what I'm saying? But I'm protecting myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm single. You know what I'm saying? You may like me and that's cool, but we haven't discussed anything remotely close to us being like exclusive.
Right.
So that's all.
I mean, and we all got to speak up. And you got to know when it's time to cut it off or walk away. Hey, I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or don't start, like you said, don't start something you can't finish. If you know that you putting out the pussy and that shit gonna have you in your feelings, then
put that shit in your purse.
Right, lock that shit up. Lock it up.
Put that shit in your purse.
You know what I'm saying? And like what likewise with guys, if you know that you're not emotionally ready to deal with a woman, then walk away. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Keep her at a distance until you're ready, and hopefully she's still there.
Absolutely. Because dudes who recognize, they know the good girls. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They know the girls that's low key. They know the girls that, you know what I'm saying, carry themselves with respect. So just know you ain't the only one checking her out.
Right.
So if you really want her like you say you do, and it's beyond just physical, I should say, go after her and get her. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, leave her alone. Let her be out here on the boat. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's it, man. That's all we got today. Make sure you check out the website, www.theignantagenda.com. All the links for the streaming services are there. The link for the merch is also there. You got any shout outs to anybody that we want to acknowledge?
It's the same usual. Chef High Times, my brother and his kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But anybody, check out YouTube. We got to get our subscribers up. Yep. And then also, two things, horny thread. If you got any horny shit, make sure you DM us or send it to our email. Yep. theignantagenda@gmail.com. Right. And then if you bought a shirt, wear it, take a picture. Yeah. I'm trying to post y'all ugly niggas on. Y'all beautiful out there. Just send us a picture with your shirt on, boomerang it. I don't give a fuck what you do. Yeah. Tag us, add us, so I can repost you.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Sorry, Rodney.
It's cool, man. I'm your boy, way more fly than you. One you on Instagram, 2 U's on Twitter.
Junior Dirt, 88 on Twitter. No. I'm fucking up. It's right here. A lot. Lil Dirt 88 on Twitter. Junior Dirt _ 88 on IG.
There we go, man. Listen, it's Ignant Agenda, man. Thank y'all for listening.